This guy wants some. Nugget versus the bird.
Cheers! Salud!
We're celebrating our arrival into Mexico, specifically the incredible island of Isla Mujeres, just 9 miles off the coast of a spot you may have heard of called Cancun. We sailed here from the Dry Tortugas, Florida, and the 300-mile passage was mostly pleasant except for the latter part, when we passed through the Gulf Stream, and wind against current resulted in some gnarly seas for us and a wet, choppy ride all the way into Mexico. It's our first time here in Mexico, and though we arrived on a holiday and thus could not be cleared in by customs immediately, it did little to dampen our excitement. When customs and immigration finally cleared us in today, we were more than ready to explore, beyond just the pool in our beautiful marina. Calico Skies is happily settled at her slip, but we are ready for our first taste of the island.
With the best rock.
Really good quesadillas. Today I am going to go up the mast and try to retrieve that halyard that got jammed inside when the shackle broke. I have a spare shackle. Hopefully it fits, I'm not sure. I'll take a couple different sizes up. I think I'm going to take a line and attach to the halyard and try to pull it out. I couldn't do it by hand when I was up there. At sea it was just too much, so I'm going to pull another line and try to take it down to the bottom and winch it. See how it goes. First step is getting up there though. Here we go. I can see shaped halyard, the block. I think I may have cleared it. It's starting to come out now. I'm gonna put a new shackle on the top of the masthead and see if I can pull it down. Look at those Caribbean blues though. Okay, so I'm starting to be able to get the cover out now. It was just all bunched up. See how fat that is? So that's what was getting stuck in the mast. I put a new block on. I'm gonna mouse these together so they can't separate. Moused. This should be able to pull out now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach a line I brought up to the damaged halyard and drop it down on deck and hopefully pull it back through. I'm gonna see how much of the halyard I have left. I might be able to salvage this one or else get a new one, we'll see. I still can't believe that shackle popped up here, but yeah, things happen. So, pull it through. I got the line all the way down to the bottom of the deck. Alright, going back down. Get her down. Okay, she's down. Alright, so I cut the old bad part of the halyard off, and This is still run off the mast, but I decided to come hide in the air conditioning. I'm going to see if I could splice this shackle back in. This is what attaches to the head of the sail. It's actually pretty difficult to splice Dyneema line that's been used, because what happens is the core winds up getting tightened. So I'm going to give it a shot. That'd be the proper way to fix it, have a splice into that shackle. I could do a bowline, but I'm going to see if I can get the fid through it and do a little splicing. If not, I'll just have a bowline. But thank God for air conditioning right now. It's so hot out there. I'm glad the halyard reaches into the cabin so I can splice inside and have air conditioning. Because the halyard has been used, I'm just going to put a bowline in the shackle. It's hard to work with the core when it's been under pressure. So I cleaned up the end of the line, cut it, melted it, whipped it so the cover doesn't slide over the core. And I was going to put a bowline, and I'm going to stitch the tail of the bowline into the line as well, just so it can't slip out. That'll work for now. Spinnaker halyard, so we're not putting it to the top of the block either. You know, it generally has a few feet below the block, so it's not like I have to worry about the bowline jamming in the block or anything like that. So yeah, just cleaning this up, and I don't think I need to buy a new halyard, which is pretty nice. This stuff's expensive. This stuff is standing at halyard probably like $400.
So we are heading out to do a little snorkel today. There's a reef like at the mouth of the anchorage that's right near the marina. That's supposed to be pretty cool, so we're gonna check it out. It's a beautiful day and it's like pretty calm. You can see there's not much wind, so that's perfect for snorkeling.
Yeah, get a little exercise in. To keep ourselves in position here.
Yeah, so we're gonna drift with the dinghy because it's pretty strong current, but it's pretty shallow. There's a lot of boats around, but not like right here because like there's a lot of tourists kind of like snorkeling. So we're gonna start up here and go all the way down there, and we'll see how this goes. Here we go. Hi. The current here is really ripping, so we're definitely getting a good workout, particularly Bill, who is pulling the dinghy. This spot has some pretty coral though, and we're just grateful to be able to get in the water so close to the boat. It's our first dip in these incredible Mexican waters, and knowing that we've just sailed here makes it that much more thrilling and rewarding.
Driving the boat?
Driving the boat!
Whoa! Hola!
Oh, what's Bill making?
¿Cómo estás?
We're gonna have some steak.
Wow! Whoa! Wow!
It's a perfect night for a barbecue.
Yeah, it's pretty chill, huh?
We don't know what this is marinated in. Got this at the food store today. Before our snorkel earlier, we managed to grab a few provisions in the food store nearby, which actually has much more than just food. and will become the shop we visit regularly during our stay here.
You want the autopilot remote? This looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's like very different too, like interestingly marinated.
Yeah, it's I don't know what kind of meat it is, honestly. But
It's beef.
it's like very like pink on the inside though. So we made some zucchini and potato and onion. It kind of turned into like a hash, but that's okay. And we just sat down to eat, and for some reason our water pressure pump is just going off, and the village is just dumping water. So I think we have some kind of
Water leak.
yeah, some kind of water leak. But I'm gonna put that out of my head while I eat dinner because it's warm and it's ready to eat, and yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. But that's such typical boat life. Like, just sit down, eat, and yeah.
I'll get it. I'll find it.
Try this.
I always do.
I'm gonna try this mystery meat. That's good. I have no idea what it is, but
It's definitely steak, I'd say.
I think it's beef. Or is it pork? It's salty. It's good. I mean, I really think it might be pork, actually. Yeah, it's good. If anybody knows what that is, let us know. What you doing?
Oh, you know, another day in paradise. Windless remote broke again, so I'm wiring some switches in and drilling out the thing and just trying to make do. I don't think there's gonna be a West Marina night. We live with Mujeres here.
So this little breakage that you're working on,
all
is
that pounding we did on the passage.
direct result of our passage to Mexico.
Yep, the remote fell off the shelf in here, and all the chain was like on the port side of the boat, all rolled on the starboard on top of it, and like broke a connection on here.
This is the remote.
Yeah, so this is the circuit board for the remote.
Okay.
I just pulled it apart. It was pretty badly corroded anyway.
Hold on. There's a festive catamaran coming by.
So what I did is I cut the cord. This is just a windless remote cord, and all it really is a positive, which is the yellow, and then two negatives. And when you complete the circuit, it's either down or up on the windlass. So what I did is I took the positive yellow and I wired it to the two switches, and then the negatives correspond. And then I drilled out the old buttons. Now I'm popping in the new ones, like so. These are waterproof switches. And I'll put it all back in. The only weird thing is you have to hit it twice now, right? Like down. You have to click it. You know the other one's like a touch. This one stays engaged. And then, but for now, I mean, that's not too shabby.
Yeah.
These are waterproof switches, and maybe it'll be a better. I feel like you see a lot of like real cruising boats have ghetto windless remotes because they just don't work. Like Brian and Kaza have like a waterproof rectangle of switches. Like they've had to do this several times as well. Like we're not the only ones. They're just not built that well. Oh, that's what the old wire looked like. See all the corrosions and all that. See all the wires are black. If these short accidentally like that, the windlass actually engages. Right, we don't usually turn off the circuit breaker for windlass, so we could be sitting at an anchor, and if something shorted, it would pull the anchor up on us. Right, so I decided to just kind of clean up the wiring and start fresh here. There should be more waterproof. Those are better connections than we had.
We've explored a bit by foot and have been in the water, but we haven't explored yet on the water, which means it's time for a late afternoon dinghy cruise with our friends to see the sights of Isla Mujeres by water. Join us next time when we continue our adventure here in Mexico and see what the rest of this island has to offer. We explore it tip to tip and discover rugged beauty, amazing eats, and even ancient ruins. Plus, we take advantage of our marina and enjoy all the luxuries of dock life.